Pibe de Oro. We have just finished reading the book of Daniel. Today we have done the book of Joel. Now we are reading the book of Lamentations. I want us to be doing 3 books a night because we are under a very tight timeline. So without further ado, I want us to start reading the book of Lamentations. Let's start reading from now. So, in the book of Lamentations, so I don't want us to waste any time. Immediately, let's start reading. How deserted lies the city, once so full of people. Like a widow is she. She once was great amongst the nations. She who was queen amongst the provinces has now become a slave. Bitterly she weeps at night. Tears are on her cheeks. I think, the meaning of lamentations is lamenting, from the word lamenting, lamentations. Let's continue. Among all her lovers, there's no one to comfort her. All her friends have betrayed her. They have become her enemies. After affliction and harsh labor, Judah has gone into exile. She dwells amongst the nations. She finds no resting place. All who pursue her have overtaken her. If you're new to this channel, subscribe and comment. In the midst of her distress, the roads of Zion mourn, for no one comes to her appointed festivals. All her gateways are desolate, her prince groan. Young women grieve, and she's in bitter anguish. Her foes have become her masters, her enemies are at ease. The Lord has brought her grief because of her many sins. Her children have gone into exile, captive before the foe. All the splendor has departed from daughter Zion. Her princes are like deer, they find no pasture. In weakness they have fled before the pursuer. In the days of affliction and wandering, Jerusalem remembers all the treasures that were hers in days of old. When her people fell into enemy hands, there was no one to help her. Her enemies looked at her and laughed at her destruction. Jerusalem has sinned greatly and so has become unclean. All who honored her despise her, for they have seen her naked. She herself groans and turns away. Her filthiness clings to her skirts. She does not consider her future. Her fall was astounding. There was none to comfort her. Look, Lord, on my affliction, for my enemy has triumphed. The enemy laid hands on all her treasures. She saw pagan nations enter her sanctuary, those who have forbidden to enter your assembly. All her people groan as they search for bread. They batter their treasures for food to keep themselves alive. Look, Lord, and consider, for I am despised. Is it nothing to you, all who passes by? Look around and see. Is any suffering like the suffering that has inflicted on me, that the Lord brought on me in the day of his fierce? From on high he sent fire, sent it down into my bones. He spread a net for my feet and turned me back. He made me desolate, faint all day long. My sins have been bound into a yoke, By his hands they were woven together, hung on my neck, and the Lord has sapped my strength. He has given me into the hands of those who I cannot withstand. The Lord has rejected all the warriors in my midst. He has summoned an army against me to crush my young men. We are reading from the book of Lamentations. This is the third book of the night. If you're new to this channel, subscribe and comment. I'm very happy that we're not going to waste any time. If you're new to this channel, subscribe and comment. The Lord has rejected, in his winepress, the Lord has trampled virgin daughter Judah. This is why I weep and my eyes overflow with tears. I think, ladies and gentlemen, if you are reading this book, you'll find it very interesting because the tone of this book is a little bit melancholic. And don't worry, we'll just finish reading. And if you have never read the book of Lamentations, this is your chance to read. So, some people, staying the whole night to read a book, that in itself is very difficult, but that is why I'm here. If you cannot read a book, why don't you watch the video? That way, you'll have killed two birds with one stone. Any question until up to there? This is why I weep and my eyes overflow with tears. No one is near to comfort me, no one to restore my spirit. My children are destitute because the enemy has prevailed. Zion stretches out her hands, but there is no one to comfort her. The Lord has decreed for Jacob that his neighbors become his foes. Jerusalem has become an unclean thing among them. The Lord is righteous, yet I rebelled against his command. Listen, all you people, look on my suffering. My young men and women have gone into exile. If you're new to this channel, don't hesitate. Read with me because we don't have time. Read with me so that we can finish reading this book. Also, let's target, I want people to subscribe to this channel so that we can get to at least 1,000 subscribers. I'll be so happy if you join me. I called to my allies, but they betrayed me. My priests and my elders perished in the city while they searched for food to keep themselves alive. See, Lord, how distressed I am. I'm in torment within, and my heart I am disturbed. For I have been most rebellious. Outside the sword reaves, inside there is only death. If you're new to this channel, subscribe and comment. I will be more than happy to host you. People have heard my groaning, but there's no one to comfort me. All my enemies have heard of my distress. They rejoice at what have been done. May you bring the day you have announced so that they may become like me. Let all your wickedness come to you. Deal with it as you have dealt with me. Because of all my sins, my groans are many, and my heart is faint. How the Lord has covered daughter Zion with the cloud of his anger. He has hurled down the splendor of Israel from heaven to earth. He has not remembered his footstool in the day of his anger. Without pity, the Lord has swallowed up all the dwellings of Jacob. In his wrath, he has torn down the strongholds of daughter Judah. He has brought her kingdom and her princes down to the ground in dishonor. In fierce anger, he has cut off every horn of Israel. He has withdrawn his right hand at the approach of the enemy. He has burned in Jacob like a flaming fire that consumes everything around it. Like an enemy, he has strung his bow. His right hand is ready. Like a foe, he has slain all those pleasing to the eye. He has poured out his wrath like fire on the tent of daughter Zion. The Lord is like an enemy. He has swallowed up Israel. He has swallowed up all her palaces and destroyed her strongholds. He has multiplied mourning and lamentation for daughter Judah. He has laid waste his dwelling like a garden. He has destroyed his place of meeting. The Lord has made Zion forget her appointed festivals and her Sabbaths. In his fierce anger, he has spurned both king and the priests. The Lord has rejected his altar and has abandoned his sanctuary. He has given the walls of our palaces into the hands of the enemy. He has raised a shout in the house of the Lord, as on the day of an appointed festival. The Lord has determined to tear down the wall around daughter Zion. He stretched out a measuring line and did not withhold his hand from destroying. He made ramparts and walls lament. Together they wasted away. Her gates have sunk into the ground. Their bars he has broken and destroyed. Her king and her prince are exiled amongst the nations. The law is no more, and her prophets no longer find visions from the Lord. Any question up to there? The elders of daughter Zion sit on the ground in silence. They have sprinkled dust on their heads and put on sackcloth. The young women of Jerusalem have bowed their heads to the ground. My eyes fail from weeping. I'm in torment within. My heart is poured out to the ground because my people are destroyed, because children and infants faint in the streets of the city. They say to their mothers, "Where is bread and wine?" as they faint like the wounded in the streets of the city, as their lives ebb away in their mother's arms. What can I say for you? With what can I compare you, daughter Jerusalem? To what can I liken you that I may comfort you, virgin daughter Zion? Your wound is as deep as the sea. Who can heal you? The visions of your prophets are false and worthless. They did not expose your sin to ward off your captivity. The prophecies they gave you were false and misleading. All who pass your way clap their hands at you. They scoff and shake their heads at daughter Jerusalem. Is this the city that was called? We're reading the book of Lamentations. This is the third book of the night. If you're new to this channel, subscribe and comment. Any question up to there? Any question up to there? If you're new to this channel, subscribe and comment. The perfection of beauty, the joy of the all earth. Enemies open their mouths wide against you. They scoff and gnash their teeth. They say, "We have swallowed her up." This is the day we have waited for. They have lived to see it. The Lord has done what he planned. He has fulfilled his word, which he decreed long ago. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the third reading tonight. We are reading from the book of Lamentations. If you're new to this channel, subscribe and comment. Any question up to there? He has overthrown you without pity. He has let the enemy gloat over you. He has exalted the horn of your horses, of your foes. The hearts of the people cry out loud. Your walls of daughter Zion, let your tears flow like a river. Day and night, give yourself no relief, your eyes no rest. Arise, cry out in the night as the watches of the night begin. Pour out your heart like a river in the presence of the Lord. Any question up to there? Any question up to there? Lift up your hands into him, for he lives for the lives of your children who faint from hunger at every street corner. Look, Lord, and consider, whom have you ever treated like this? Should women eat their offspring, the children they have cared for? Should the priest and prophet be killed in the sanctuary of the Lord? Young and old lie together in the dust in the streets. Many young women and women, many young men and young women have fallen by the sword. You have slain them in the day of your anger. You have slaughtered them without pity. As you summon to a feast day So you summon against me terrors on every side. In the day of the Lord's anger, no one escaped or survived. Those I cared for and reared, my enemy has destroyed. I am the man who has seen affliction by the road of the Lord's wrath. He has driven me away and made me walk in darkness rather than light. Indeed, he has turned his hand against me again and again all day long. He has made my skin and my flesh grow old. He has broken my bones. He has besieged me and surrounded me with bitterness and hardship. He has made me dwell in darkness like those long dead. He has walled me in so that I cannot escape. He has weighed me down with chains. Even when I call out or cry for help, he shuts out my prayer. He has barred my way with blocks of stone. He has made my paths crooked, like a bear lying in waiting, like a lion in hiding. He dragged me from the path and mangled me and left me without help. He drew his bow and made me the target of his arrows. He pierced my heart with arrows from his quiver. I became the laughing stock of all my people. They mock me in song all day long. He has filled me with bitter herbs and given me gall to drink. He has broken my teeth with gravel. He has trampled me in the dust. I have been deprived of peace. I have forgotten what prosperity is. So I say my gone and all that I hoped from the Lord. I remember my affliction and my wandering, the bitterness and the gall. I will remember them, and my soul is downcast within me. Yet this I call to mind, and therefore I have hope because of the Lord's great love. We are not consumed. We are reading from the book of Lamentations. If you're new to this channel, subscribe and forgive me because we are moving at breakneck speed. Because at least by the end of this month, we should be done with reading this book. We're reading the scripture, so please bear with me because now we are moving in a speed that most of you will find uncomfortable. This is the last leg of the reading of the scripture, so bear with me, because I want us to finish in time. I do not like excuses. I will not give you excuses. So let's continue reading. Because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for his compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Wow, that's a very great verse in Lamentations chapter 3, verses 23. Great is your faithfulness. I say to myself, the Lord is my portion, therefore I will wait for him. The Lord is good to those who hope is in him, to the one who seeks him. It is good to wait quietly for the salvation of the Lord. I think let's underline that one. That's a very good verse. At least when we underline the verses, when we go through the book again, at least we'll know we have read the book of Lamentations. Yeah. Let's continue reading. We're just about to finish. Don't worry. There are only 5 chapters. Don't worry. We're just about to finish. Let him sit alone in silence, for the Lord has laid on him. Let him bury his face in the dust. There may yet be hope. Let him offer his cheek to one who would strike him, and let him be filled with disgrace. Any question out of there? Any question? Any question? For no one is cast off by the Lord forever. Though he brings grief, he will show compassion. So great is his unfailing love, for he does not willingly bring affliction or grief to anyone. To crush underfoot all prisoners in the land, to deny people their rights before the Most High, to deprive them of justice. Why would the Lord see such things? Who can speak and have it happen? For the Lord has not decreed it. Is it not from the mouth of the Most High that both calamities and good things come? Why should the living complain when punished for their sins? Let us examine our ways and test them, and let us return to the Lord. Let us lift up our hearts and our hands to God in heaven and say, we have sinned and rebelled, and you have not forgiven. You have covered yourself with anger and pursued us. You have slain without pity. You have covered yourself with a cloud so that no prayer can get through. You have made us scum and refuse among the nations. All our enemies have opened their mouths wide against us. We have suffered terror and pitfalls, ruin and destruction. Streams of tears flow from my eyes because my people are destroyed. My eyes will flow unceasingly without relief until the Lord looks down from heaven and sees. What I see brings grief to my soul. Because of all the women of my city, those who were my enemies without cause, hunted me like a bird. They tried to end my life and threw stones at me. The waters closed over my head, and I thought I was about to perish. We're just about to finish reading the book of Lamentations, so just bear with me. Just 2 more chapters, and we'll be through. I called on your name, Lord, from the depths of the pit. You heard my plea, do not close your ears, my cry for relief. You came near when I called you, and you said, do not fear. You, Lord, took up my case. You redeemed my life. Lord, you have seen the wrong done to me. Uphold my cause. You have seen the depth of their vengeance, all their plots against me. Lord, you have heard their insults, all their plots against me. What my enemies whisper and mutter against me all day long. Look at them sitting and standing. They mock me in their songs. Pay them back for what they deserve, Lord, for what their hands have done. Put a veil over their hearts, and may your curse be on them. Pursue them in anger and destroy them from under the heavens of the Lord. How the gold has lost its luster, the fine gold became dull. The sacred gems are scattered at every corner. How the precious children of Zion, once worth their weight in gold, are now considered as pots of clay, the work of a potter's hands. Even jackals offer their breasts to nurse their young, but my people have become heartless like ostrich in the desert. Because of their thirst, the infant tongue sticks to the roof of its mouth. Any question up to there? Any question? The children beg for bread, but no one gives it to them. Those who once ate delicacies are destitute in the streets. Those brought up in royal purple now lie in ash heaps. The punishment of my people is greater than that of Sodom, which was overthrown in a moment without a hand turned to help her. Their prints were brighter than snow and whiter than milk. Their bodies are more ruddy than rubies. Their appearance is like lapis lazuli. I don't know what that is. Lapis lazuli, what is that? But now they are blacker than soot. They are not recognized in the streets. Their skin has shriveled from their bones and become as dry as a stick. Those killed by the sword are better off than those who die of famine. Do you hear that? Those who are killed by the sword are better off than those who die of famine. Rackled with hunger, they waste away for lack of food from the field. With their own hands, compassionate women have cooked their own children, who have become their food when people were destroyed. The Lord has given full vent of his wrath. He has poured out his fierce anger. He kindled a fire in Zion that consumed her foundations. The kings of the earth did not believe, nor did any of the people of the world, that enemies and foes could enter the gates of Jerusalem. If you are new to this channel, subscribe and comment. I'm very happy now it's morning to be here. You can ask me your question. I'll be more than willing to answer you. Let's continue reading. But it happened because of the sins of our prophets and the iniquities of our priests who shed within her the blood of the righteous. Now they grope through the streets as if they were blind. They were so defiled with blood that no one dares to touch their garments. Go away, you're unclean, people cry to them. Away, away, don't touch us. When they flee and wander about, people among the nations say they can't stay here no longer. The Lord himself has scattered them. He has no longer watches over them. The priests have shown no honor, the elders no favor. Moreover, our eyes failed, looked in vain for help. From our towers we watched for a nation that could not save us. Any question up to there? If you're new to this channel, subscribe and comment. People stopped us in every step so that we could not walk in our streets. Our end was near, our days were numbered, for our end had come. Our pursuers were swifter than eagles in the sky. They chased us over the mountains and lay in wait for us in the desert. The Lord's anointed, our very life's breath, was we were caught in their traps. We thought that under his shadow we would live among the nations. Rejoice and be glad, daughter Edom, you who live in the land of Uz. But to you also the cup will be passed. You'll be drunk and stripped naked. Your punishment will end, daughter Zion. He will not prolong your exile, but he will punish your sin, daughter Edom, and expose your wickedness. This is the last chapter of the book of Lamentations. Let us read and finish. Chapter 5. Remember, Lord, what has happened to us. Look and see our disgrace. Our inheritance has been turned over to strangers, our homes to foreigners. We have become fatherless, our mothers are widows. We must buy the water we drink. Our wood can be had only at a price. Those who pursue us are at our heels. We are weary and find no rest. We submitted to Egypt and to Assyria to get enough bread. Our ancestors sinned and are no more, and we bear their punishment. Slaves rule over us, and there's no one to free us from their hands. We get bread at the risk of our lives because of the sword in the desert. Our skin is as hot as an oven, feverish from hunger. Women have been violated in Zion and virgins in the towns of Judah. Princes have been hung up by their hands. Elders are shown no respect. Young men toil at the millstones, boys stagger under the loads of wood. The elders are gone from the city gate. The young men have stopped their music. Joy is gone from our hearts. Our dancing has turned to mourning. The crown has fallen from our head. Woe to us if we have sinned. Any question up to there? Because of this our hearts are faint. Because of these things our eyes grow dim. For Mount Zion, which lies desolate, with jackals sprawling over it, you, Lord, reign forever. Your throne endures from generation to generation. Why do you always forget? Why do you forsake us for so long? Restore to us, Lord, that we might renew our days of the old, unless you have utterly rejected us and are angry with us beyond measure. We have come to the end of the book of Lamentations. I'm very happy to say that at least we have covered 3 books tonight. If you have no other, I think that is enough for a day. Any question up to there? If you have no question, we have come to the end of our stream. I will rest, and then tomorrow, at least I want us to cover also 3 books if possible, so that we can do this in the shortest time possible. Any question up to there? If you have no question, at least we have added one more. Si ni kweli? Haya, arrivederci.